I appreciate you guys being here. So thanks for coming back. Today, our topic is how to not take things personally. Okay. This one's a big one for me. It's a tough one for me, although it's getting easier. The older I get, the wiser I get, it becomes easier, right? I think it comes with a level of maturity over time. However, it's a lot easier for me now. So let's get into it. Number one, I think we got to start by taking 100% responsibility, taking 100% ownership, and know that we are in control of how we feel, and it's not up for somebody else, good or bad. Okay, so it's not someone else's job to make me happy, and by that same token, they shouldn't have the power to make me feel any other way. Now, they can do things for me to choose on how to feel a certain way. However, that is my choice. Okay. Once we do that, then we have the ability to move. We have the ability to shift. If we place the ownership on somebody else, then someone else has the power on how we feel. Then it's not up for us to change, right? So ownership number one, we got to take 100% responsibility. Go inward. Inward focus is I have the ability to choose how to feel, and I have the ability to change it. All right, not somebody else. Don't give up that power. Okay, so that's number one. Just know that it's our choice. Okay, now we have that as the ground rule. Like I said, it's not easy. It will get easier over time. Now we have that ground rule is a basic understanding that I have control over how I feel. Okay. Now, could things happen? Could someone's world collide with yours and cause you to react in a certain way? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, happens all the time actually. Someone cut you off or someone honking you from behind, like that's an easy option is driving. I think we'll all have a little bit of that. It happens, right? So, if that were to happen, there's two ways of thinking, two formulas, okay, to help you get this topic down packed. So the first one is what they do is a reflection of them, not me. So I don't know what's going on in their lives, you know. Maybe they're having a bad day and I happen to just be at the wrong place, wrong time. That can happen. Or back to that example of someone driving fast and cutting you off. Well, who knows? Maybe he's in a hurry going somewhere, right? So learn to maybe realize that they're on their own journey too. And they're probably going through their own programs and they're operating in a way that's currently serving them. I try to see it from their perspective too. Is if I were to be speeding like that, why? What's going on? Maybe a family got admitted to the hospital, or they had to be somewhere urgent. Who knows, right? Is learn how to see it from someone else's point of view and someone else's perspective, right? So when something happens that triggers me to feel a certain way, and for me to choose to feel a certain way, and at that point I reacted. A quick way is see it from their point of view. Why are they doing that? What's their thought process? Maybe they're in a situation that I'm not aware of, and it allows you to see it from people's point of view. They always say, before you judge me, walk a mile in my shoes. Right? That's the whole concept of that. And over the internet here, and I'm sure you've probably seen it on Facebook before, is a meme. There's two people standing on either side, and the number is either a 6 or a 9, depending on what side you're looking at it. So this person goes, no, it's the number 9, and this person goes, no, it's the number 6. This person goes, no, it's the number 9. And guess what? Two people can be right on the same topic, depending on your perspective. So if someone were to cause, or kind of their life kind of comes in here, and I chose to get irked or felt, in a not so positive way, I learned to see it from their point of view, and that usually helps me calm that down, cool that down. So that's number one, right? Is to look from their point of view and to give them the benefit of the doubt, right? I had a mentor once that told me, he goes, Kev, man, you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Oh man, that's tough, right? And this is real. This is real talk. It's tough when majority of the time, you're right, and it's tough to be around that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So the older I get, I realize it's not about being right or wrong. It's just, is it appropriate to talk or not, right? There's another quote saying, "The wiser, the less you talk," right? So a lot of that is inside of my mind now, and this is how I go through and filter that. So if the world does come in and infringe on where I'm going, what I'm doing, it just caused me to react in a certain way. Number one is I try to see it from the other person's point of view. That's number one. Number two is, what if it is about me, right? What if this person who's driving fast, cut me off or honking me, I am driving super slow. Let's just say that, right? Let's just say it is about me. We can explore that too. You know, I have enough confidence and maturity to explore, what if it is about me, okay? If that's the case, then we got to learn to take feedback. This is not easy, although this is how it would work. I got to learn to take feedback and then be grateful and thankful that people around me are willing to give me feedback, so that I can get better, right? You don't want to be around yes people all the time. You need people that you trust that's going to give you feedback, right? Even if someone you don't know just randomly gives feedback, as in honking the horn at you or cutting you off, that's feedback. It's okay. The more mature you are, you can self-reflect and go, okay, is there merit to that? Is there stuff that I can do better and be better or get better, right? Because true happiness is progress. And if people were not to give feedback, there's nothing for us to work on and grow, and therefore we're stagnant or unhappy, right? So even yesterday, uh, my sister, I trust her feedback. Um, she goes, "Hey, Kev," my family's very direct and upfront. Um, Clothes look a little bit tight. What's that? What does that mean, right? That means, buddy, getting a little chubby there, right? So that's feedback. So am I taking it personally? Some people might. Although if I trust this person's feedback, I go, okay, is there merit to that, right? If so, instead of getting offended, okay, what can I do to make sure I get back onto my health regime and continually down a path of a healthy lifestyle, as opposed to taking a negative way that doesn't serve me, right? So that one's touchy too, because I only allow that to happen. I have a trusted circle of people that I do want to take feedback from, because we have that rapport and we built that level of trust, right? So I do have a saying. I go, man, if I don't come for you for feedback, I also don't care for your opinions, right? Like, opinions is quite easily given nowadays, right? So really, the more mature we get, no matter who is out there that gives feedback and opinion, hopefully what my goal is to get to a point is, no matter who it is, I can separate the person or the incident from the actual feedback itself, and take that in a constructive way that can help me grow, right? So those are really the two things that I do to not take things personally. Number one, the foundation is take ownership, know that it's up to me to choose how I feel. That's the foundation. After that, if things were to happen, I go down two roads. Number one is attempted to see from someone else's point of view, right? And see it from their perspective, and attempt to see things, see life, see the world in a different angle, okay? Because it's not always just from ours. And the second thing is, what if it is about me, and what this person's feedback is actually true? How is that going to serve me? How is that going to help me grow, right? So none of it is really designed in my mind to intentionally hurt me or to tear me down. It's for me to take that and grow, right? And to end up on that is just triggered a thought, is not to take me down or devalue me. There's an example, you guys probably seen it before too, is someone is a keynote speaker, and they want to give up a $100 bill. Who wants it? Everyone puts their hand up. Next thing you know, he crumples it up. Okay, who still wants it? Everybody still puts their hand up. He steps all over it and just completely just crumple it up, make it look ugly. And he asked, how many guys still want the $100 bill? And everybody still puts their hand up. And he goes, how come? After it's been crumpled up, stepped on, all these things, what we realize is the value of the dollar remains the same, right? So even if people were to intentionally go out there, because that does happen, to say things or do things to hurt you, to tear you down, you just got to know that ownership is me, and that doesn't devalue who I am, and learn to take that feedback in a third party way to grow yourself as opposed to let it set you back, right? So that's kind of my topic today, is how to not take things personally. I hope you got value from that. If you did, hit a like button. If you want to add some comments in there and talk about the topic, please do. Chat amongst each other, and also a big share is appreciated, because once again, you never know who's outside this community that can use a message like this, especially this one. I think this one's a tough one. I wish I would have learned this a lot sooner and have that emotional discipline sooner. It would have served me a lot more in my life. So you never know who can use that message today. So please share. So like, comment, share. Okay, that's it for today, guys. Appreciate you guys for being here. All right, have a good day.